Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I am here with my late video for the Fancy Fold Card Challenge. So I'm very sorry to all the other ladies that I'm late. I did say that I was going to be. Life has just got away with me this week. So this month we are doing, as you've probably seen if you've watched the other ladies' videos, which all came out last night at 5 o'clock, but we're doing a, what are we calling it, a multi-fold card. It's basically an adaptation of the 2468 card that has been going around online. But we thought we'll call it a multi-fold card so that you can make it different proportions depending on what kind of card you want, what sort of size and shape of card you want to use. So if you've watched my videos for a while, you probably know that I love a square card. So I wanted to make one that would work with this, which is it's a 5x5, but it's just under, so the envelope is actually 5x5, so it's like a 4 7/8, I think, kind of size of card. And so to do that, and also actually what I'll say is it would also fit on a 5x7 card depending on the height of your cardstock that you cut. So the length will be the same, but the height would be different. So if you wanted to do a card for, I'm going to make one for this smaller, the 5x5-ish base. So what you want to cut is cardstock that is 4 3/4 in height, and I played about with copy paper to get to what I needed it to be. So the first, you're going to actually need 2 pieces. The first one is a piece of A4 card, so that is like 11 3/4, I think, and I've cut that down to 4 3/4, and then you're also going to need a 4 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to score the long piece first, and I'm going to score that at 4 3/4, and I'm going to score it at 8 1/4. Okay. Then I'm going to take my smaller piece, make sure that it is I've got it at the 4 3/4 height, but I've got the length at 5, and I'm going to score that one at 2 1/4 and 4 1/2. And get rid of that. So I'm gonna fold the longer piece, so make sure that it's nicely lined up, the top and the bottom. So I'm going to do that sort of mountain and valley thing there. So that larger panel is actually the one I'm going to stick onto the back of my card, if you want to do that. And then you've got your first one. I also wanted to do the staggered panels. So you'll see some people had, the first 2 were in line with each other, but I wanted to do it staggered, which some people have done as well. So then I've got this one with this little tab that I'm going to glue into, whoops, the back here. So that is how it's going to sit. Now, I'm not going to stick it onto the base just yet, but I've used some burgundy card from a Hobbycraft pack. Have I got it here? Yeah. It's this A4 premium card pack, Berry Punch. So it's got different shades in it. And the reason I've gone for this is because, oh dear, Ozzy's lying on it. Sorry, Oz. Sabine used a pack of this Luxe paper block. She used one that she'd picked up, I think, on her holiday to Germany, and I thought, oh, I've got one of those that's Christmassy, so I hope you don't mind, Sabine, but I've been inspired by that, so I went and dug that one out. So now I'm just going to pop this in behind there. Make sure it's folds up and everything's lined up nicely. Now, some people popped this sort of panel onto a card base, and some people didn't. I think I am going to, and I think I might pop it on as a tent fold card. I've used thinner cardstock. This is 180 GSM, so I think I'll just stick that on first. So I'm going to glue this back panel. I would totally recommend checking out the other ladies' videos if you haven't already, but you probably have because I am late. But you will find them all linked in the description box below. But our great leader is Monika Wikluska. So Monika has been organising us in our Fancy Fold Card Challenge for, it's at least a couple of years, I want to say. Then we have the other Monika, she's known in my craft room, who is Monika the Quilling, or Crafting with a Quilling Lady. And we have Katerina from Create with Katerina. I am just gluing in this bit, so that's gonna, I might just put a wee bit extra on there. I don't know if that's needed. I'm just gonna glue that down. Who did I say? I've said Katerina. We have got Denise at Little G Paper Crafts, who, bless her, is crafting with a Stookie on because she's got a broken wrist. And you should see what she's achieved, complete with a broken wrist. And Sabine, who I've already mentioned, who is Cross Keys Crafts. And Sabine makes gorgeous things as well. So yeah, definitely check out those other ladies. So I'm just gluing that panel down as well, just so that the whole thing doesn't unravel when it's sat up on the shelf. So you get these two bits come out, but not the whole kit and caboodle, because that would be a bit of a disaster. So there you go, that is the basic for the card base. Now I am going to put you on pause and pull together the different bits that I'm going to use to decorate it. Okay, so I've cut some patterned papers to go inside first from this pack. So I'm going with a kind of pale pink, and then this spotty one that's got a wee bit of, it's not actually glittery, it's just like a picture of glittery spots, but it means I could add a bit of bling if I wanted. And then the same pinky one on the back. So I'm going to stick those down and then decide what kind of shapes. So the idea is that you would have something sticking off this layer and something sticking off that layer as sort of embellishments. So the panels that I've created for the card, so the reminder, this bit here is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 and all. So I've gone with 4.5 by 4.5 for the back one, 4.5 by 3.25 for this bit here, and 4.5 by 2 for the panel on the front. I guess in theory I could decorate underneath here, and I'm not going to at the moment, so right, let me put you back on pause and have a dig through and see what I'm going to use next. Okay, I can't really decide what combination I want, so I've cut it out of different things. I've gone for an oval because I think 2 circles, the card's not very tall. So I've cut the scalloped ovals in the gold paper that's in that pack. I've cut it in the same burgundy that I've used for the backing here. And I've cut it in white. I don't think white's right, but it might be a handy layer. I think the gold might be a bit too blingy. I've also cut layers out of this sort of dark colour. This one, which is like a wood effect, and this one, which is obviously a gingham. So maybe it's this and this, and maybe this one is too big and it should be 2 of the smaller ones, does it? Or that looks a bit sad. Okay. So many choices. So maybe something like that. And maybe the, whoops. I suppose it depends what's going on them, doesn't it? Right, I've pulled out a few bits. Obviously I want a sentiment. And there's lots of different images. This says a very Merry Christmas. I quite like that there. They've got some lovely parcels. They've got some birdie bits, which I really like, but I'm not sure that they fit with the overall sort of theme. I've got some of these wee snowmen bits. I don't even know who this card's for. But it'll get sent to somebody. How are you getting on with your Christmas crafting? Has everybody got some cards made, or are you starting from... I did make a few in the summer, so I'm not starting from scratch. And this is... I'm treating these as cards that I send rather than cards from... for the shoppy. If you don't know, I've got a little Etsy shop, Ginger Ninja Craft Shop. I will pop the link in the description box below. So I'm hoping that it's going to get busy in Etsy because it's been a bit quiet. But you never know, do you? Never know. I think everywhere's quiet, or all online shopping at the moment, according to the people that I pay attention to online talking about Etsy. They're all saying don't panic. So maybe something with those snowmen. Is there any other snowmen? I feel like those two look a bit... Can you see this? Yeah, that's fine. So I can use these other bits that I've cut for other projects. Whoops. Oh, there's another wee snowman. What are my scissors are here. Here's another one. Okay, snip that one out. There is also nice nice parcels. Not sure what the clothes pegs have got to do with it, or the watch straps. Some of it's slightly random. But that's okay. I can deal with random. Santa's big old book. Quite like this little birdie as well. This little doggy. Oh, so cute. I don't really know anybody with a wee dog. I wonder if I can, yeah, pop him out. So maybe the snowman, and I think there was like a little pinky car with parcels or something. Where did that go? Oh no, it's a white car with parcels on the roof. Or, this is very cute actually. It's a wee pink Santa on his, does he stand out enough? Okay, he's an option, he's cute. Maybe the white car might stand out a bit better against the gingham-y. Or maybe I don't go with the gingham, maybe I go with the wood effect. The car or the Santa, that's an option. I don't think I'm going to use any of these vellum-y things for this one. Maybe the ho 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 if I'm doing the wee Santa. Oh, I'm so indecisive today. Are you giving me advice online through the computer? Speak up because I can't hear you. Can't hear you. That's quite a dinky parcel there. And right. Okay, I think I like all these numbers. If I ever got my act together to do like a little Christmas album, they would be good. Every year I say, oh, I'm going to do whatever you call it, where you do the journaling every day. But do I know? Right, let me see then. I quite like the little gingham, but maybe with the... Okay, let me stick these on first. So, obviously you just have to put some glue on one half of your whatever shape you're doing here. So I'm just going to check that's not, and I like where that's positioned. And then this one, put that one up there, so that's alright, that's kind of balanced a bit. Oh, I hope I just didn't headbutt the camera there. And then, could that go there and that go there? Possibly. So because this is not, I'm going to write inside, I need to put something in here. And I think I quite like this Christmas tree. And I could have some parcels underneath the tree, like so. That might be cute. So let me stick that down while I'm still being indecisive about what's going on the ovals. So pop that in there. And I'll put this one. Have I got all the little knobbly bits? Don't know what you call them. Tags, is that probably the word? Not knobbly bits. They are knobbly bits though. Okay. So let's pop that one there. And then this one. I think my stomach is going to start rumbling in a minute. So apologies if that happens. It's getting close to lunchtime. I have my eye on a fish finger roll if anybody's interested. We had a bit of a disaster with our freezer a few weeks ago where the fan had stopped working, so the freezer had to be emptied and everything had to go in the bin, which is obviously a bit heartbreaking. So we were restocking, deciding what we wanted to buy for the restocking, and we thought, oh, we've not had fish fingers for ages. So we bought some fish fingers, and fish finger rolls at lunchtime have just been fabulous. So that's the inside bit, and you just get the wee parcel sticking out. And I'm drawn back to this and this. This has got the sort of parcels. Ho 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 is kind of Santa, though. Wonder if we could have a nice snowman there. A couple of wee snowmen on there, and that one, and then I think it may be maybe too many patterns to have another pattern there. So maybe the wee snowman there, the wee Santa there, a ho 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 on here, and something like that. Okay, go for it. Definitely some knobbly bits to come off here. So yeah, is it lunchtime? Have you had your lunch? I think I'm going to try and just get this video uploaded while I'm having mine, so What's on the menu? Oops. Is that the one that's right? That's a bit wee, isn't it? There with maybe a little, or sit up. No, that doesn't work. Oh, it's too many decisions. Right, I'm going to pop that in the middle there. And I'm going to pop this wee one here. So there we go. Now I will pop the excuse me. I will pop the dimensions for this card in the description box below, and I'm planning on making the larger one. So as a reminder, you can use the same folds, but stick it onto a 5x7 card base just by making these bits taller. So maybe I will make one of those during the month, but we'll see how we get on. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed the video. If I had a wee bit more time before I wanted to get this upload, I would definitely go in with some sparkly Nouveau drops or stickles or something. So maybe I will share this on the Facebook group once I've glitzed it up a bit with some gold sparkles. Thanks so much for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye now.